Yo. It's your boy K Brown, the CEO. And you know what you tuned into. You tuned into the Spice, the official relationship and marriage podcast. You know what I'm saying? I got my two guests with me. Tell them what y'all do. Tell them what you from. Start off with the lovely Aisha, baby.
How y'all doing? It's Miss Aisha, baby, coming to y'all. Good vibes only. Model, actress, hostess with the mostest, and good vibe only. Representing YC to the fullest. That's York, PA. How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, Vigilante, tell them what you do. Tell them where you from.
Hi, it's your boy Vigilante, the high value Sigma male, King Hypergamy. I am from Flint, Michigan, raised in Ben Harbor, Michigan, now living in Atlanta. Mogul, philanthropist, humanitarian.
Hold on, before we move forward, what is a Sigma male? So you can't just slide that in there that smooth. What is a Sigma male before we move forward? Yeah.
So, in layman's terms, like just to be short, the Sigma male is the lone wolf. The Sigma male is the alpha male, except for he's a lot less flashy. He is. I'm trying to figure out a good way to paraphrase it because I can give you the long version, but I want to give you the short version. So he's pretty much the less flashy, just as successful alpha male.
Right. The toned down version.
Yeah.
So he's an introverted extrovert.
Pretty much. The best example that I can give you of the alpha male versus the sigma male is, like if you watch the Avengers, Thor was the alpha male. Okay. But everybody knows that Captain America is the leader, which makes him the sigma male.
Right.
Okay, but he don't show it for real.
You'll never hear Captain America say he's the leader. You'll always hear everybody else say he's the leader.
Oh, okay, I got you. But like I said, welcome to the Spice. You know what I'm saying? And you already know we got the first topic of the day. This one is called "She's a Dub." You know what I'm saying? And I already got it pulled up. Manden came up with a list of type of females that we should not be dating right now. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
Put these glasses on.
Number 1, single mothers. Number 2, a woman with a lot of tattoos. Number 3, women who dress prerogatively. Number 4, sex workers. What is that? OLEF girls. Instagram models. Women with large social media following. I hear that one a lot. Look for a baddie with a little social media. Women with purple hair. Women with promiscuous friends. Women that travel alone regularly. Drink a lot. Women without fathers. Women who party every weekend. Women who were previously married. Plus size women, unhealthy women. I don't agree with that one. Women on date apps. So if we got a female on here, how you feel about that?
Well, for me, wait, let me pull that list back up. I'm gonna pull
that list back up. Pull that list back up, bro. Yo,
I'm not.
Shout out to my plus size doing with the curves, fam. I don't know what they sleeping on.
They acting up. This list right here. Let me pull it up. You sent it to me earlier. I'm pulling this thing up because I'm feeling some type of way.
First man, I go ahead.
Number 1. First, if you're a divorcee, that sometimes you could have got. You got it wrong the first time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got married early, you got it wrong. You know, sometimes people get married too young, they don't know no better. They haven't grown up yet, either party or both parties. So, you know, if you're a divorcee, that means that you're not quality because you're a divorcee. Number 1, I think you should be real good quality because you got experience of how to have a better, successful relationships, the things that you know not to do that you can do better now to get you either a better mate or to have yourself be a better person, you know what I mean, in your new relationship. So that's just experience. And single mothers, like, you know, what if the baby father died? What if he got killed? What if he was in the army and got blown up? You know what I'm saying? This list taking out most of the females. I've been married 29 years, you know what I mean? So I'm good. But I got tattoos. I was once a single mother with 1 child. I wasn't no sex worker, that's for sure. But,
that one, I put a check on that one. We can rock with that one.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm wiping up all that.
But my thing is that people who was previous. I got one of my dear friends here with me right now. She's in my office. Her name is Cecily, and she was previously married, just recently divorced. You know, she's well to do. She don't have to work unless she choose to. You know what I mean? Her kids are all grown and out of the house, but she was married for many years. And so she's not good stock no more. She's better than half these chicks out here that I know. You know what I mean? Like, this list is taken away from a lot of people. That's how I feel. Say hi. Come over here.
What Vigilante? How you doing?
Podcast, you don't lie.
Yo. So Vigilante, right? How do you feel about this list right here? Then I'm gonna speak my piece.
I feel like the list is a very interesting list. I don't want to speak too much on the technicalities of the what ifs. I more so want to direct the attention to the absolutes that are on the list.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're talking about, let's say a single mom, whatever the confinement of that situation is what we would have to judge her being a single mom based off of.
Exactly.
So the criteria of her just saying single mom is too broad to where I can't give an opinion on whether I agree or disagree. Now, with me being 28, wealthy, and no kids, it would definitely be a horrible decision for me to date a person who is a single mom. But I've met so many single moms that are cool as hell, and that have had situations where they baby father dad passed away, or he became abusive once the child was born, or something like that. So it's a couple different scenarios to that. I'm gonna say the one about the promiscuous friends. Every girl circle is different, and in every promiscuous girl circle, there's always the one that's the least promiscuous or the one that's not promiscuous, because women bond based off of different things than men bond off of. So a woman can overlook her friend being promiscuous if she's actually a good friend to her and she doesn't put her in harmful situations. So I've dealt with women that have had promiscuous friends, and it's always the non-promiscuous friend that I deal with. So that's kind of a gray area. Girls with tattoos is hard because tattoos are an expression of art.
Right.
So it depends on whether she has like trashy tattoos. Is she like a tattoo party goer? That's different than someone, because somebody can be a tattoo model. And if she's making millions of dollars posing because of her tattoos, then that's completely different than a girl that just has a bunch of tattoos. A woman from a previous marriage and a divorcee, that's kind of the same thing. They kind of put that on the thing twice. So being divorced, that really depends on the situation too. Some women were lucky enough to catch a simp, and then they realized that the status of being married wasn't what it was supposed to be, and then they got divorced, and now they're back out into the dating market looking for another simp. And then it's some women that were just in committed situations, and those committed situations didn't pan out on the other side because the man wasn't ready to step up. And that woman was the best that he could do. So she figured that out after the marriage, and then she decided to file for divorce. So all of these have a few gray areas in them.
Right.
But I do agree with a couple on there. Like, let's keep it a buck. Let's start off. No, we're not going to come. Number one, I agree with women that go out every weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
Because for one, I'm me, and I know what Vigilante the same way. You probably the same way. You about your bag. So we're about wealth building. If you're out every weekend, you're not out there looking dirty. Let's keep it a buck here. So you're spending a lot of money on outfits. You're spending a lot of money going out, spending, drinking, doing a lot of extra stuff. If you're doing that every weekend, that's a lot of money going out that could be built towards what we got going on. Do you agree?
Well, I agree with that. Yeah. Unless you have those means, if you have those means, then I guess you can, utilize them. But, going out every weekend, spending money when you can be saving to, be at a different place in life, to me, that's hustling backwards,
Exactly.
I'm only going out unless I'm going for an event, or I'm going there because I'm getting paid to go there, or I'm going to make an appearance because it's helping what I need to do for my outside career, with my social media. But just to go out, I don't do that. I go out, for a purpose.
I respect that. But if we're not talking about you going out to be booking, you going out to get you going down to the Rabbit
No, I
every
don't. That's
weekend.
what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about like based off the
Yeah,
post. You
that's what
down
I
at
mean.
the
I don't
Rabbit?
agree with everybody. The girls going out every single weekend, getting drunk, partying every single weekend. You know, unless they got the means that their life is in order to where they want to be. You know what I mean? But if you got things going on that you need to have going on in life, you know what I'm saying? If you're a couple, for instance, and you're building to get a new house, or you're building to elevate your situation, or you're starting an entrepreneur's business. You know, you going out every weekend spending money on hair, nails, makeup, drinks, food. That's money that either you could be putting into your home, putting into your savings, or in that venture that you want to succeed. Some people may already have the means, you know, wealthy enough, and that's just their social life because they don't have those kind of responsibilities. You know, I don't know, but personally, if I was a man and had a wife, I wouldn't want her out every single weekend partying and drinking. Like you said, the rabbit or whatever you called it. No, I wouldn't want her doing that. I wouldn't. If I was a man, I wouldn't want that.
And
Not
I
the
heard a lot of, and I heard a lot of the brothers. This is me personally. I don't mind like the prerogative outfits as long as it's not too much. Cause I look at it like this. If I'm not looking at her, I'm looking at something else. You right? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men, we say we not looking at the girls with the stuff showing, but we definitely looking. And if it catches our attention, why wouldn't we mind our woman wearing? You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't too crazy, right?
right.
But I know a lot of Muslim brothers that's completely against that, completely, and I know that's like because they grew up around women that don't show their hair except unless they're in certain situations around
Three
their
fourth
boobs.
cloth.
Right, exactly. So a girl with her boobs and her and see-through dresses out of pocket, he would never.
No,
So
he
I
would.
will understand that why I agree with that one on the list. You know what I'm saying? And that, for real, out of all of those, it sounds like somebody was hurt when they made this list. Yeah, he was hurt. Like let's keep it a buck. He was really hurt for real.
Some things.
Yeah. And personally, I've seen people date like strippers and dancers and stuff like that. And another thing too, though, I heard this one too. I'm not. It don't matter if she a real one if she got a lot of followers. But a lot of dudes say they want to find a baddie with a little bit of followers. They, like, and that one's not. You know what I'm saying? Girls with a lot of following, they getting a lot of attention right now. You know what I'm saying? So they might be inflated. What you think, Vigilante?
About the inflated part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. See, so being somebody with a lot of followers. So for those who listening who don't know, I got about 100,000 followers, and I've been verified for about 2 or 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the women that have a lot of followers, that one is really up in the air. Social
Mm-hmm.
media is kind of like you can't really gauge or scale what's going to happen when you post a photo. You can't gauge who's going to comment what, who's going to DM what. It's really all about the woman's character. So I've never been the type of person to be like, well, because of social media, da 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 da. No, this is how that person was, and social media just highlighted it. So
Right.
a woman that has a lot of followers who does things for her followers, quote unquote, to keep them entertained, is a person that was going to do that with a low follower count or a high follower count. So
Right.
it's really all about whether she's going to let that stuff go to her head. Because as a couple, y'all have goals, and y'all are going to be in different places and different situations in life. So she's either going to act out in those situations in person, or she's going to act out on those situations on Instagram. And really, it's telling when you look at what she does on Instagram, because that's what she's going to do when you take her to the NBA All-Star game, when you take her to the NFL football game. So it's really like a business card and a proposal of, hey, this is how I am, take it or leave it. And that's fair that the woman is at least giving you the option to do so, rather than you
Being
find
honest.
out later and then she takes you for everything because you were so engulfed in how she looked on Instagram.
Right. I
Yeah, I
like
like that
that
one.
explanation. I love that.
I like that one.
Yeah, I love
But
that one.
as
Yes.
y'all know, we today is a special day. Before we move forward, the first sponsor today, you already know, Smash Entertainment. You already
Smash
know we gonna be.
Entertainment.
You feel me? Bobby V will be live at the Ballroom in York, the All Black Affair, November 25th. So get your tickets now. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all tuning in. Later in the show, we're gonna be giving away 2 tickets. You know what I'm saying? You hear free tickets. You just gotta catch on. We're gonna tell you the game later in the show. Make sure y'all tuning in because this is sponsored by Smash Entertainment, the All Black Affair. My man Bobby V is in the building. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? A legend is in the building. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Hit up Smash if y'all want to get y'all sections. You feel me? It's gonna be a lit night, man. You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
grab those tickets November 25th.
But we had the male list. Now we gotta go to the female list. Places that males shouldn't be taking a females on a first date. It remind you, we don't know these females.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Number one is Cheesecake Factory.
We already discussed that.
We already that's already what Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, Your House, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster. Dang, Red Lobster? A buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, bowling, somewhere that requires a long drive, no Netflix and chill, a nightclub, a hookah bar, a bar just for drinks, and a Waffle House.
I agree with a lot of those things on there, but a lot of the things I don't agree with, you know?
Which one do you agree with?
I agree with a first date. Your first date taking someone to church. It's your first date. You don't know, you don't really know they values yet, unless y'all done got time to bond beforehand, you know, and talk, but y'all really don't know each other's values. You don't know what they believe in or something, you know. And that could be like church and politics is touchy situations, you know what I mean? So you gotta wait for that, you know. I don't agree with the first date. Where was it at here? The first date per se, going out, where was it at? Well, I don't agree with taking a girl to the fast food restaurant, meaning like McDonald's, Burger King, and all that kind of stuff. You could take me, because once again, we get to know each other. I don't know you yet. You know what I mean? I could elevate my dating things later on. But first date, we could go to Olive Garden. We could go to the if we go on IHOP, I may be eating breakfast. If I'm going to Denny's, I'm gonna eat some Denny's breakfast. Ain't nothing wrong with Denny's. If you're going to breakfast, you can have breakfast dates. Now, sometimes people may go for Starbucks or coffee date for a chit chat. Once you know, you just a brief meeting, but not for no first date. You know what I mean? I'm not getting dressed up to go for Starbucks. You could meet me at my job and bring me some Starbucks, so I can meet you at the cafe, but that's not a date. You know, that's a quick little chat. You know, ice cream dates, things of that. I think those are for like little kids. Family functions. I'm not gonna bring a first date to no family function because my family gonna grill you. They're gonna be real. They're gonna be all in your business. And then I don't know you. You may say something off the wall, and I'm gonna be like, I gotta return to sender. What do you think?
Yeah. So where what place is open that's allowed right now? That's not on the list. Like what restaurant that's popping right now is not on the list. That's like, come on, fam. Like, ladies, this is why we don't take y'all out.
They
like,
want to go to those.
Like for real, like yo, on some G, like Red Lobster. That used to be a guaranteed kill back in the day. Like if you took a shorty with a Red Lobster, you was hitting at the end of the night. She tasted them cheddar biscuits, and she was coming home tonight. You know what I'm saying?
You said you hitting. You
guaranteed kill.
Oh Lord,
bro, listen. When you took a shorty at Red Lobster, she thought she was in a relationship. Hey, yo, real rap.
But let me say this right here, okay? I'm gonna be honest, man. Whoever made this list is extremely, extremely shallow, and I don't deal with shallow women at all. Mm-hmm. As a masculine Sigma male, there will never, ever, ever in my life be a time where a woman will and will not tell me where I can and cannot go, ever. And so that list is just it's so telling to the women who subscribe to it. And I've been on dates I'm not even gonna say dates. I've been on outings. I don't like going on dates because I feel like dates, it creates too much unnecessary pressure. And because we live in a talent pool where a lot of these women don't deserve to be courted, you're pretty much giving out the wrong idea by taking them on a traditional date, but not being traditional at the same time. That's where the problems start in the beginning.
I agree.
So I'm more of a person that's like, hey, I'm at the gym. If you want to come, this is the time I'm gonna be there. Hey, I got a red carpet today at 8. If you want to dress up and go to the red carpet together. Now I'm gonna, of course, protect you and make sure that you're good while you're there. but I am not financially responsible if you want to get 3 hookahs and 7 Long Islands. That is not my responsibility at all. So the type of women that I date, they would probably laugh at that list.
This is
Of course,
crazy.
I would never disrespect a woman and take her to McDonald's or anything like that. But some people do have random cravings to where sometimes McDonald's does have the best ice cream or the best this or the best that, depending.
Right.
So, and now that I live a pescatarian, vegetarian, and vegan lifestyle because I celebrity bot, there are some places that cost the same as McDonald's, but they're just healthier. So then you have to gauge, is the woman talking about from a financial aspect or from a social status aspect? Because
from a health aspect.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, because if you get a Big Mac and that's $5, and then we get a vegan bowl and that's $5,
that's good.
Are you mad because the dish was $5, or are you mad because the dish was unhealthy from McDonald's?
It's the quality of food. You know what I mean? You take me for greasy fried food that's gonna make my stomach hurt, my bowels hurt. It's not gonna be a good date.
Right, exactly, and I'm in agreement with that. I was going to go out the other day, and a woman said something about Checkers, and I said, okay, I appreciate you for being willing to go, but the type of message that I'm sending by allowing you to eat that, especially if you plan on being the mother of my child in the future, if we want to have a healthy pregnancy, that's not going to do it. So, I've been on church outings, and church outings are cool.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like is I don't like when people say the movies is a bad first date, because I don't agree with that. I think that
I agree with that. I don't agree with that. The movies was that was like high school though. Like I do feel like
I'm gonna tell you,
first date movies was high school. But if you both want to see a movie,
yeah, I'm gonna tell you why the
traditional dates back in the days that go take a girl to the movies and just bond and talk in between, and those are things that we used to do as dates.
I'm gonna tell you why the movies is still a good date to me. And that's because you get to see how somebody is socially. There's a lot of other people around. You got to wait in line. You get to see people's patience. You get to see how people move when the person at the counter says, okay, that's going to be 94 or 95 or however much it is. And then you get to see whether or not the woman is going to dig in her wallet or not.
To help.
You get to see that. You get to see whether or not she has a wondering eye for other people. I think that women have, yes, you guys have a biological clock, but some women kind of double down on their own biological clock to make it like, if I don't get this feeling on the first date or the second date, then I need to go ahead and dub it. And that's just not true.
Oh, no.
You don't have to have a full conversation that's super in depth with somebody the first few times that you meet them. You can just gauge them, and you can vet them the same way that they're vetting you. Right. Enjoy the movie, and then later on ask them, hey, so based on that movie, what did you get from it? And then you get more insight on how they feel about art. So I think that a lot of stuff that is on that date, it eliminates a lot of possibilities, because not everybody is wealthy and not everybody has the means to be like, yo, meet me at the Super Bowl or meet me at the playoffs or anything like that. Sometimes the only way you can bond is a walk in the park or feeding the ducks or something like that. So
a nice little picnic or something,
A nice.
So I got a question for you though.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yes.
I got a question for Aisha. Right.
Yes.
What if a dude took you to Applebee's for the 2 for $20? You down?
But that's okay. You know what I mean? It's a first date. We going for Applebee's. I don't eat a lot. You know what I mean? I'm older now. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, because I'm getting to know him. You know what I'm saying? At least he's taking me on a date. He not trying to, like you said, not trying to go through a drive-through real quick. He ain't trying to just have me at a bar, like you said, to think he want to get me one drink or try to get me drunk to slide. First of all, I'm too old for none of this foolishness, so none of that stuff is going to work for me. I'm an OG. So, I don't got time for that. But if we're going to Applebee's, we're going to go to Applebee's. We're going to sit there. We're going to laugh. We're going to talk. I'm there to get to know him. You know what I mean? I'm here to get my grub on, but I'm get there I want to know him. If there's somebody that I'm looking to date to possibly pursue for something further, I'm gonna know your birthday, what's your sign, because I want to know if your energy gonna match mine. I want to talk to you. I want to look in your eyes. I want to see if you giving me eye contact. You know what I mean? Or if I ask you a question, you're kind of looking up, you're looking everywhere else besides me. I'm a person that believes in communication. I want to see you, because as you're talking, I'm looking in your eyes. You know what I mean? So those are good times, because you can sit there for a long time too. They don't rush you out of those places, so you can sit there and conversate and get to know each other. And so what like he said, so what is $20? Long as there's something on the menu that I can eat that works for me, you know what I mean? Because I don't want fried and greasy foods. As long as they got alternatives, I'm good for it. It is what it is. That's personally, but
I respect it. But like I said, ladies, 90% of these things, places that he's gonna take you on a first date are on this list here.
Exactly.
Let's just keep it a buck here,
Yeah.
cause like I probably did I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to think of the last time I did a $200, $300 date for somebody I didn't know. I don't think I ever did that. Like I feel like stuff like that with me be like Christmas, your birthday, something special, surprising. Like I take you somewhere, Benihana, Fogo de Chao, something crazy where I want you to get dressed. You know what I mean? So it's out of town. We get a hotel, whatever, blah blah. What we do, you know what I'm saying?
But
But
it's
a
also about
random,
economical
go ahead.
means. I said it's
Yeah, but
also about your economical means, because
right.
you can't afford something, you're going to stay within your means. I'm not going to act like my girlfriend who got millions of dollars in her account or that's wealthy if I'm working paycheck to paycheck. I can't, it's different levels. Different levels.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
and
go ahead.
everything is earned too, bro.
Right.
Men and women operate completely different. Like the male ego is predicated on everything that we earn. The female ego is mostly predicated on everything that they don't earn. So whenever they get into a situation where you give, and then they get used to that, then you shooting yourself in the foot from the beginning.
Right.
So I wouldn't even make anybody prepared for even birthday or Christmas for me to spend that amount of money unless you have made me that amount of money from us being together. And then I'm gonna feel like I owe it to you. Like I wouldn't even be in this position unless she was here. So let me treat her to this right here. I'm not gonna get you a Rolex because it looks nice. I'm gonna get you a Rolex because it holds value. In the his and hers, are I can't wear a her, so I don't want to lose the value on the her. So I'm gonna give you the her because it holds value, not because it looks good on your wrist.
Right.
So whenever you are spending on a woman, you got to make sure it's mutually beneficial for both of y'all, because she's never going to appreciate it the way that you want her to appreciate it, no matter how much she does appreciate it, because she didn't have to work for the money.
That's real. And just the fact that like a dude is literally spending money on you is showing, you know what I'm saying, effort. Like a lot of dudes is going straight to the point now, texting you slide. You know, I'm trying to kill straight to the point now. Like
okay, what's this word "kill"? That means you want to do business.
They try to hit like they try to do the.
Okay.
They hunters. You know what I mean? They try to kill. They hunters out here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You feel me?
Something new.
Right. So a lot of dudes is out here just getting straight to the point. They're not doing dates, and you can see why. The standards of a date, like it's like you gotta put a rent payment out. Like if you count your Jordan's 200, your outfit, let's just say your outfit's 2 something, and then they expect you to take them to Benihana another 300. That's 700 right there. You know what I mean? You expect me to pay $700 to $1,000, and I don't even know what your favorite color is yet, and I don't even know if you're either going to be talking after this date, because a lot of people get to these dates and they beauty got them in the door, but they intellect just
can't get them past the
doorstep. Yeah. So ladies, get your mind right, fam, because like y'all beauty, you think it attracts, but it doesn't maintain. What you think, Vigilante?
It fades.
Yeah. What we gotta do now, we stepping into a new age. We have to learn how to sidestep. See, back in the day, our vet game wasn't good, because even though all the old R&B music that we used to listen to and all that stuff, it told us simp. Treat the girl like she's the best thing that you ever had. Ooh, baby, what do I got to do to get you? I'm not too proud to beg, etc., etc. So that puts us in the position to where you would have to spend $18 million on your outfit and then hope that she even looks at you while you guys are on the date. And so now we're in a position to where we can
feel guilty
better.
of that in my young years.
And the crazy part is, I spent 700, and in your mind, I had no chance.
100%.
That's the crazy part. Like, ladies, like y'all don't like it. So I spent an outfit, thinking of all these things, putting my game on, put my best cologne on, doing all this other stuff, taking you on a date, and then I became free food in your phone book. That's crazy.
Well, you should have just got nice and dressed from out your closet since your first date.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. If I really like her, I'm stepping, fam.
Well, then you spending the unnecessary because you trust.
Yeah, it depends. Like that's what I'm saying. But I like doing that. It's like it's also self-care too.
Well, of course. But if you're doing it for yourself or self-care, then you say, okay, I want to go on this date and I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah. Fact. I want to walk in there shining.
To get some to kill. To kill or
exactly. Oh yeah, most definitely. When
you gotta think about
that. Nah, but I really
you want to spend that money, that's on you. Because guess what? I put my little wig on that I did not go to the beauty parlor for. I was a glueless wig, and I'm throwing a cute little outfit on my closet, some cute shoes, spraying some little spray, my cute something I have already in my house, and I'm going on my first date. We're going in our closet. Sometimes it depends. Once again, it also depends on the level of person you're dating. If I'm dating a lawyer, or a politician, depends on where I'm going. So you got to step your level up depending on where you're going. You got to know the place where you're going. But you don't have to spend a lot of money on your outfit for that first date, unless you're doing it because you want to feel that way. Because if you don't get what you think you want, because once again, you're assuming because you looking good and spent $700 on your outfit, because you assuming because you took her to Fujihana, you assume.
Nah, you can't assume nothing.
Yes,
like you can't, like, yeah, right.
At the end
That's
of the
the goal. No, we're not at the end of the night. We're talking about period.
We're talking about period. Yeah, but you don't put all your time in it because you chose.
Right.
So everybody gotta be clear expectations.
Yeah, I'm not. No, but you gotta be honest. There's not one guy that took you on a date and don't want to kill.
Well, yeah, of course, because
that's like, so you gotta like. That's what I mean. Like, just keep it a buck. Like, why am I taking you on a date? Like, for real. Okay, so if I like this is like some real game for the ladies, right? If I take you on a date, right, that means I want to kill. Plus, I want more. I want to know your mind, right?
But what if you just want to kill?
We not doing no dates. Like I'm a results based person. If I just want to kill and we need to know your mind. It's not. What's the point of the date? I don't got time for that.
What's the point of the date then? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. You got to schedule appointment. You know what I'm saying? And we can keep it moving. Like, but if I take you on a date, that mean you got other qualities that I want to know about. I want to know about your mind. Why else would I sit there for 2 hours with you, spend my money, and really talk to you? Because if I don't really, I can hit without knowing your name.
Right. But also what I'm saying is that on those kind of dates, just y'all may have a wonderful time, but that doesn't mean that because you had a great time, y'all both was vibing, you spent money on her. Maybe she picked up the tip because sometimes if a man put his credit card, I'm like, I got the tip, and I'll give the person a tip, because that's just who I am. Sometimes I'll pay. That's just who I am. If I call and say, hey, I want to go here, then I'm like, I got you because I'm taking you. That's everybody's different. But however, like you said, most of the times guys is automatically assuming they're going out to hit. But you can have a good time and it don't have to
but you gotta be like this. Like you're like how I look at it like this. I want to hit, but I'm not obligated. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a pressed person. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it wasn't destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, but I got you, Jay.
You feel me? You feel me? It wasn't destiny. I go back to being successful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm gonna add to that now. So because I remember how the dating pool was before I got on TV, and then I remember how it's.
Okay, so hold on, before you go, you led to the next topic. Since my man King hypergamy, the next topic is hypergamy, so you be speaking right on. I'm right on cue, bro.
Perfect.
Talk your shit, bro.
Perfect. Okay, all right, yeah, because I was going to speak on. All right, so men are wired the same way, no matter what our tax bracket is, but the difference is that sometimes when you have a I want to kill, quote unquote, type of aura when you're on a date with a woman, it can be a little bit off-putting to her, to where even if you guys are having a good time, she's still just like, I don't know if this is genuine or not, so I'm actually going to make him wait because of that. But when your level of success supersedes like her desire, when her desire supersedes the level of success that you have, then she becomes a high interest female, and then she actually wants to initiate the sexual intercourse before you do because she wants access to those resources, and she also finds you intriguing. Right. So my advice is to always make sure that the men are more horny for success than they are for the woman's draws. So that way you have unlimited draws, because actually the root to her draws is how successful you are. because then she has to go back to her friends and say, "Yeah, I turned K down," and they're gonna be like, "What? You
Right,
better
not
go.
K.
You better go back and go get him," or they're gonna secretly be like, "Oh, word, yeah, I'm glad you did that," and then they're gonna be trying to secretly do it.
There you
So
go. There
so
you go.
that's honestly the secret right there to being able to get any girl that you want.
Mm.
Game and all that other game and money is really like the shortcut. And all of the
Exactly.
sitting there for 2 hours and talking, that's like the alternative route. I don't really recommend nobody go the alternative route because they're gonna end up getting their feelings hurt a lot. And a girl gonna take you on 4 or 5 dates while secretly texting me behind the scenes like, okay, he didn't got me drunk, I'm on my way,
Yep.
and stuff like that. So you don't want to put yourself in a position to be like that. So always chase the success. Women are slaves to hypergamy, and they are slaves to their emotional state. They can't help it. Even a non-shallow woman, if you pull up in a Bugatti, she has to acknowledge that that's a Bugatti, regardless of whether she feels that you're going to let her ride in it or whatever. She still got to acknowledge it. So the guy that don't have a good car, if she's walking out of a restaurant with a guy that don't have a good car and a guy with a nice car pulls up, she can love the guy with all her heart that she's with, but she still got to acknowledge that he don't have as much as the next person. So when you get your bag up and continue to get your bag up, then you become the number one target. And when you become the number one on every girl's list, then you get the ultimate level of submission. You don't have to take them on those dates. So when you go back to that list, a woman is more susceptible to come back over to your house when she knows that you live in a penthouse and you have glass walls and you're gonna cook for her. Now all of that, I usually don't do this. That's when that comes into play, when they start using verbiage like that. And
Well,
I
that's true.
usually don't
He's
do this.
speaking truth.
Yeah, I
That
usually
boy
don't do this.
speaking true.
Well, that part right there. I didn't agree with every part, but I definitely agree with that particular part there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would like to hear the part that you didn't agree with.
Well, shit, now I gotta go back. But
Yeah.
I don't agree with that a woman becomes not all, but I do believe that a lot do become a slave to somebody else's success. Because for me, I'll be 51 next month, the 26th. Your success is not my success. What's in your bank account is not in my bank account. Of course, I would want my mate to have more than me so I can, or if he does, if he don't, and we elevate together, great. But if I was single and I'm looking for someone, I would want someone to have their stuff together because I'm coming with my stuff together. Hopefully, they can elevate me. We can elevate each other. But I'm not counting his bank account, especially when you first dating someone, because I don't have what he have. I may be intrigued because, I have been, but if I've never been in a penthouse before with glass walls. You know what I mean? I never had nobody fly me someplace. That thought of that is always intriguing, especially if you've never been treated to anything like that before. That's like, of course. In the beginning for most people, because that's an intriguing concept. But as you get older, though, like I can speak from me being older, it's like at the end of the day, that's his house, that's his penthouse, his glass ceiling, his glass walls. Yes, he is. Yes, I love the fact that he's taking me out. He's making me his, cooking for me with his beautiful crystals and all that. But when it's time to go, I'm going back home. And my house
Okay.
is on a penthouse. My apartment is on a penthouse. You know what I mean? So
No, I got
I
you.
personally wouldn't become a slave to that because it's not mine. I admire him. I want him to show me how can I get there? Like, what can I do to get to that level?
But what you're saying, you agree with him though, but what he's saying is
Well, I'm
this,
saying most people, a lot
right?
of people do that, but then you have some people who done learn over time, that
Yeah,
you can't worry whether it's a male or female. Just
yeah,
because you have it don't mean I have it. How can I?
No, but it opened the door for him though. You got to
yeah.
remember what he's
Okay,
speaking
so
on is
Yeah,
the initial
yeah,
is the
become a
initial
slave.
reaction, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
if you liked his car and now you want to know more about him, it worked
but
because
it's not gonna
that's
be
the hold on real
first
quick.
of all.
I want you to I want you to understand what he's saying though,
Okay, go ahead.
because now you're already past the first level of defense. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? The first level of defense is he? What is he? You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
once you see his car and now you want to know more about him, it's up to him to fumble it from there. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
he's still attracted to the female. So the
Mm-hmm.
hypergamy is there. But you found out his mental wasn't there, which was
Right.
so the hypergamy it overrid the hypergamy. You see what I'm saying? But
Okay.
initially it brings you in automatically, and
Well,
that's
the
why he said you
original
can
plan
attract.
attract people from the beginning. Any diamonds.
Exactly, because and it just and another way that I always tell people, like, it can be glitz and glamour, or it can just be your work ethic. and your personality. Like,
right.
if you a good man, I swear to God, even like a good father, yo,
I love a good father.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, yo, for real, a lot of these girls got some there's some deadbeats out there. I don't like using that word. So if you standing on your own and you standing on your own and you a great father and you got your own stuff going on, you can pretty much get what you want too, because a lot of just being self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, my bad. I had to go out and come back in. Yeah, so pretty much I agree with a lot of what Kay is saying. It's about, when it comes to with women, it's about layers, and pre-selection is a huge part of hypergamy. So me pulling up with my top down on my car is more intriguing to you. And I think that what you're doing right now is, it's the difference. I call it the difference maker between the gold digger and the female nature.
The female who?
Female nature and the gold digger.
Okay.
So the difference between a gold digger and a woman who practices hypergamy, which is really just female nature, is the difference maker between having it and not having it. So let's say that I met you and I did have the penthouse, and then the penthouse got foreclosed on. If you dump me, then that means that you were just gold digging.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, and if we stay together, then that means that you were just hypergamous, and that you were recognizing that I was a man of status, and that you wanted and that you wanted to learn from the quality of man that was right in front of you.
I agree with that, 100%. Yes.
So now we have to then circle that around, and we got to talk to the men, and we got to tell them to stop being mad at women for being women. If you pull up in a 2002 Corolla and the next dude pull up in a 2023 Maserati, just understand that you got outclassed. That's all that's about. Take your L like a man, and stop being upset with the woman for having eyeballs. You want her to be blind for your convenience. That's not fair. Right. And it's also not fair for the guy who worked his ass off to have that Maserati.
Right.
That's some real rap right
it's different
there.
when you look at it from like a different point of view. Yeah.
That's real. And then we got one more topic, and then we get into these tickets. You already know, man.
Tickets.
Right. This is the video today. My man Tyrese. But giving y'all a backstory, you know what I mean? Samantha Lee says on her podcast, she explained why I'm gonna let her explain it. You know what I'm saying? We be right back with KNT Raiders. 2 1-minute videos, and we gonna talk about it.
There will always be a part of me that will love him because of like what we share together. And the child that I look at every day, and like, she looks like him, she looks like us, and like,
Wow.
Yeah. It's just beautiful.
That is something. Are you now in the spirit of potentially even being able to rekindle a relationship like?
Oh my gosh, he's asking me this. Can we get an edit? Is
that a hard question?
It is. It's loaded because of the fact that there's been so much that's happened. Like there's been so much that's occurred. Okay. It's my daughter's father. So I would say this. I would say that if we were both going to show up and we were both going to fight for it equally and sacrifice equally.
And now we got here what my man Tyrese had to say about it.
Maybe saying that she was thinking about, no. If you had people in your ear when you left me, those same people are in your ear 3 years later because the fucking lawyers are still on my back every day. Go sell this shit to somebody else. Look at every interview I've done, from Sway in the Morning to the Breakfast Club to everything that I've been posting and everything that I've been saying. And if you don't like me, nigga, I don't like you. I don't need none of you women in my comments saying they like me. I don't care to be liked. I got my heart broke. I was married. I was with this woman for 5 years. I never cheated. I got more access to pussy than most niggas I know. I was a good man, a good husband, and very, very focused on my family and my children. And the $2,500 or $2,600 that I was giving Samantha, since she decided to.
What you think?
Whoa.
Okay, you're a female, like
no, but I understand though. I feel like that he's exactly right, because at the end of the day, she's saying I wouldn't have left him or wouldn't have got divorced, or I'll be willing to go back. And the reason why I got divorced is because these people that was in my ear. He's 100% right. Them same people, your family, your friends, they still in your ear. So what changed?
Mm-hmm.
What changed?
The lawyer's on his back.
He's a good man. And he was a good man, good father, good provider, never cheated on you. Like he said, he's a singer. I met Tyrese back in my young years in New York, when I was, from my neighborhood. Anywho, he have access to all this coochie. No matter where he want to go, he can get it freely. Like he said, kill wherever he want to go. And he never cheated on you. He respects you. He valued your vows, your marriage. You know what I mean? And now, because you see him doing other things and still moving on and still, overcame and still moving ahead. Now she's like, oh, I would be willing to go back with him. No, honey, you left now. You gone. I don't feel like he should put himself, he should put himself in that predicament, because I wouldn't.
What do you think, Vigilante?
Man, men do not play about their resources. When you try to go behind somebody's back and suck their resources from them, then that's the ultimate no-go. I used to follow Samantha before I knew that was Tyrese's ex-wife, and I've always been proud of her content, and I've always thought that she was a positive figure for the community, and I feel like that it's a huge contradiction for you to say that you'd be willing to go back to a situation that you have lawyers involved in still to this day. You what you're trying to do is you're trying to go through the front door, and you're also trying to go in the back door, and that is treacherous. It's
gaslighting in the process.
Facts.
It's in the Bible. I think it's called a Jezebel. She's trying to Jezebel her way into the door. She's trying to give us the sweet version on camera of the. It's kind of like what she did was like a shoot my shot apology, indirectly to him, and he was the only person that came back and was like, "Y'all, I hope that y'all not buying this bull."
Exactly.
Because he's the only one that knows it from living with it and from knowing what it looks like when a podcast microphone is put in front of it.
Right.
So when you start playing with a man's money, it does not take $20,000 for you to per month for you to raise a child. That is ridiculous. So we all know what that's about. And I don't want to pass too much judgment onto her, but I just want other women to look at this situation and understand that this is the consequences of when you chase the bag over the bond. That's what it is. This is what happens.
I like that. When you chase the bag over the bond.
Yeah.
I like that.
I just look at it like this. Money is supposed to just be a tool. It's not the end all be all, right? Because, like, for example, if I ask for you 25 billion, you would say you want, that's cool, you would take it, right? But if I said you can't wake up tomorrow, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, would you still take that 25?
Hell no, it's gonna stay right there. I'm trying to live something 100.
So that just shows that's just one of the things that might that proves that money's not everything, right?
Right.
And also even in the dating market, right? We're watching multi-millionaires get treated the same way as the boy with no job. For real, but for real, like so if the money was everything, all millionaires will have faithful women, right?
But that's not the case.
And that's not the case at all. My man was turning down the most buns. Women, y'all do not understand a R&B singer, how much buns they get thrown on a daily basis. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, multi-millionaire, hypergamous man, you know what I mean? His spiritual man, take care of his family. Like she said, the father of my kids, she said that, not him. You know what I'm saying? So that speaks on him as a father. He never cheated in the industry where he's around women 24/7. and you left because somebody's in your ear, supposedly, but behind closed doors, you got the lawyer sucking him for every dollar he got. Come on, bro. You gotta do better than that. Like that passive aggressive mode, we seen it before. Because it's usually the females who have a great outer shell. And what I mean by a great outer shell, they have a great job, they're pretty, they might have status, but to their significant other, they're evil and treacherous. And people won't believe it because if they're pretty, small, whatever frame, that behind closed doors, they got child support, they're going for the max. Every time he get a raise, they're going to get a raise too. You know what I'm saying? Making sure, keeping the kids away from them. You can be beautiful and do all of these things. Absolutely. With that being said, so work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, only, like my man said earlier, they're going to run and look for a new simp. Why? You know what I'm saying? And I heard this from ladies. They want a man that they can control. You know what I'm saying? And they know that a hypergamous man ain't on that same type of time. You feel me?
Well said. Well said. This might be the most passive aggressive woman I've ever seen in my entire life. Now that you say it like that, I've never seen it to this degree before, ever.
Exactly.
That's the new wave because we're in the mental era now. Everything you do will get caught on camera. You know what I'm saying? So now they do little mental stuff like take your resources. You know what I'm saying? Keep your kid away from you. It's subtle bruises, subtle cuts. You see what I'm saying? Because keeping somebody's kid is gonna hurt way more than a lot of other things.
Yeah, and that's another reason why being broke before getting rich is so important too, for you to develop the skill set of how women change when your resources change. A lot of dudes who get bread, not Tyrese specifically, but just people in general who get money first, they never develop the skill set on how to deal with women, why they're there, how to deal with when they cry, how to deal with when they lie, etc., etc. You know, women operate on a totally different playing field, and they don't have the same moral compass that we have. When you think about a woman cheating, what's the first thing that she says when she gets caught cheating?
It's your fault. It's like you should have been done. Like I was, or she was. It was something to do with you lacking something.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you exactly what they say. The first thing a woman says when they get caught cheating is, "Aren't you supposed to be at work? Or aren't you supposed to be with your sister? Or aren't you supposed to be with?" Because what she's admitting to you is that she's not sorry for the act. She's trying to figure out why her plan that she's been planning for weeks crumbled, and why you're not in the location that you said you were going to be in, so that she could cheat successfully.
Right. She's more mad about getting caught than actually caring about the relate that she did it. You know what I'm saying?
That she did it, yeah. And that's why she got to gaslight the situation to be like, well, you never held me, or well, you never did this, well, you never did that. Well, if the relationship is over, there's really nothing to talk about. So
exactly.
It's one of them situations like that. So when you understand like certain aspects of female nature, because not every female is a cheater, but certain aspects of it, then it makes you more cautious of how you move, and you get certain red flags that you catch early, so you don't end up in situations like that.
Facts. But I wanted to get on to, we got some tickets to give away. Like we said, I let my homie Isha give her tickets away. You know what I mean? You got the solo floor right now. You know what I'm saying? Come get your free tickets. You know
let's go. Who out there want 2 free tickets to Bobby Valentino's November 25th Smash Entertainment live here in YC? Let's go. Okay, Khalil, how are we giving away these tickets?
Okay, so follow to post your I want everybody to follow say your Instagrams. I want everybody to say your Instagrams.
What I want y'all to do out there in social media world, if you want these Bobby Valentino tickets, Smash Entertainment, Black Affair, it always goes down. So what I want you to do, my Instagram is Miss MS _ Aisha, ISHA _ baby, BABY. That's my Instagram. I want you to go follow my Instagram, follow my Facebook, which is Aisha McLean at Facebook. So follow my Facebook, follow my Instagram. Let's see.
And we got the number too.
Give us the number.
No, I was saying we're gonna do 1 through 50. So, but this is how you put everybody follow Vigilante, and follow Miss Isha Baby on Instagram, Aisha McLean on Facebook. You got Facebook, Vigilante?
You got Facebook, Vigilante? He probably took a minute to go back, but he does. So we're gonna post it out there for you guys.
Okay, yeah. So we see it. We're gonna post it. Okay, so when after you get done following us, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna check. So we're gonna check the follow, see who followed, and follow KNT, and that's KNTRADIO. Follow all three of us. Put done in the chat with a number between 1 through 50. The closest number is getting a free date. You know what I'm saying?
And it's 2 free tickets. So
right. That's what I'm saying. Bobby V was not on that list, bruh. This is a free situation. You know what I'm saying? Bobby V was not on that don't take first date list. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
and concert wasn't on that first date list neither. Sporting event was, but concert wasn't.
Exactly. So tell your lady, you know what I mean? Go in there. The ballroom in at your, you know what I'm saying? Put comment done. 30. But follow everybody on here. Put your number in there.
The closest number.
And I'm gonna post the number in there.
When? What time?
No, I'm about to post it right now in the, behind, so you only we can see it.
Okay, perfect.
Check the private chat. You feel me? So it's going down in the private chat. But I said,
going down on the backstage.
Shout out to Smash Entertainment.
Smash, you know what Entertainment.
I mean? Word. And I gotta pull the flyer one more time.
There we go. Look at that. Bobby V.
Bobby V, the all black affair. So I don't want to see y'all come in with y'all black t-shirts on. I want to see y'all with y'all good outfits on. Bring your good wear. You know what I'm saying? I want to see them jackets. I want to see them shoes. You know what I mean? I want to see the belts. You see what I'm saying? I want to see you hopping out with the ladies with the dress and the gowns on. All black affair. My man Bobby V shooting it down. And you know the boy KNT Radio is gonna be in the building doing the podcast live. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all tuning in and make sure you're putting these numbers in the chat 1 through 50. Follow Miss Isha Baby, follow Vigilante, and follow. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to get them because we got a number. We got a number that's kind of close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's getting late, guys. 2 free tickets. Bobby Valentino, November 25th. Smash Entertainment, all black affair. That means you could come dressed to impress. Don't wear no red, okay? Don't wear no white. Smash said black, all black, classy. We want to look for sophisticated, elegance. Your girl gonna pop out because my birthday's the next day. So come see me. Good vibes only. Let's go. You already know how we do it in YC, especially at a Smash Entertainment event. The stars.
You got 60 seconds. Y'all got 60 seconds, bro.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? I'm about to do 2 countdowns. I'm about to do two 30-second countdowns. After this, the person that put that number in the chat getting two free tickets to see Bobby Valentino live in concert.
You better tap in. Y'all gonna miss it because y'all gonna be seeing all our stories on Instagram and Facebook. Like, I wish I was there. You gonna
make sure when you win these tickets, you come by the booth. You know what I'm saying? You come by the booth, get your picture, and it's a family. You know what I'm saying? Because the last time we did this, we had the Styles P event. The shout out to Wednesday Adams and shout out to Cashel for being an on-site model. She interviewing everybody live at the Rev Stadium. Styles P shut it down. Our guests, they had a blast. You know what I'm saying? Not only, and all they had to do was hit that follow button and support a black-owned business. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Just support us, follow our movements, follow the entrepreneurship.
13 seconds. 13 seconds.
It's counting down.
13. 7 seconds.
Girl there, come on. I'll be on that red carpet doing the meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm gonna be in that black sexy dress to greet you on your dates. Let's go.
All right.
Also, with the tickets, you get entry into the after party.
After party too.
And
the after party. You get the tickets to the show and the after party. But time is up.
Uh-oh.
We got winner. The number was 38. She put in 40. we gonna hit the 30. 35 was the closest. 35 right there.
Ooh, my baby won.
She won, so she in the building. You in the building. Live. Free ticket. You and whoever you choose to bring. Sponsored by Smash Entertainment. Shout out to the Spice. You know what I'm saying? Today's winner, Bujella Badass. Done. She put the 35. All you had to do is come on here. This is a special episode. Follow, like I said, follow the Spice every Wednesday at 8. Miss Isha Baby, KNT.